What's up, guys? My name is Jonathan Castro, and I just got done with my morning routine, so it's in the books. But in today's video, we're going to talk about how I got fit working 50+ hours a week as a Latino blue-collar worker. Let's dive right into it. What's going on, guys? My name is Jonathan Castro, and in this video, we're going to talk about how I got in shape working 50+ hours a week as a Latino blue-collar worker. More importantly, this video is going to discuss how exactly my one-on-one coaching works. I got in shape using the Fuerza and Estructura system, without spending hours in the gym or in the kitchen. My workouts are 45 minutes long, some days an hour, and I'm only in the kitchen about an hour and 10 minutes a week. I cook for 30 minutes on Sunday, and I cook for 30 minutes on Wednesday, feeding me 6 times a week. Sunday, I cook my meals fresh with a 1,000 calorie budget to indulge in whatever it is me and my family go out for Sunday dinner. Without giving up culture of foods, without having to wonder if what I'm doing actually amounts to anything. This system is proven not only just by me, but also by my client Angel, which we'll begin to discuss about now. Now you guys probably have heard enough of me. Let's hear exactly what Angel has to say about working with me that first month.
I want to share my personal experience with Jonathan. He's my fitness coach. Before reaching out to him, I always struggled with staying consistent with my workouts. Same along with the food. I wouldn't do much meal preps. I'll eat just about anything. And it wasn't like good food, the best food you could say. I'll eat like fast food or just other unhealthy stuff that I have in my pantry or what they would make food at the house. So after reaching out to him, I did speak to him about my struggles and everything. And I didn't have the best start, but my best start doesn't determine my outcome. So once I reached out to him, he did a great job of teaching me how to do certain workouts that I'm now sticking to. He did a good job of teaching me what foods to eat and what I like about it is very flexible. Like, for instance, not only does you have to eat what he tells you to eat, he actually gives you the opportunity to.
I want to clear that up. I don't tell you guys what to eat. I give each and every one of my clients an intake form that they fill out. And on the intake form, there is a list of foods that they select. And from there, I spit it out into a meal plan and I give it to my clients.
Expand on what you want to personally eat. For example, right now I'm having difficulties with potatoes. It's kind of dumb, but I substitute it for now with rice, and he's perfectly fine with that. He understands it, and even if I make mistakes, he knows, he understands, because at the end of the day, he's been there. He didn't start off. I don't think he started off all well like the rest of us. He's very dedicated, and there's a good future for him, and I believe in him. And I definitely recommend that you stick with Jonathan's plan. Been for about a month, almost 2 months. I've seen great results. I mean, I've cut down a few pounds. I lost a bit of fat. I definitely gained muscle. It's just a really great outcome right now. Back then, I couldn't really, I would lift my shirt up. I wouldn't be, I would say, quite satisfied with myself. I would just kind of look down on myself. But after a month or two of me sticking to the program that Jonathan has offered me, before showering, just take a look in the mirror. I'm like, dang, that's really Angel, man. Like, that's really me. All the hard work that I put in, and I wouldn't be doing this, looking like this if it wasn't for him. And, after a month, I've seen great progress. I can only imagine what the next 2 months will offer for me and Jonathan.
Thank you, Angel, for the kind words. I do want to mention a couple of things. Angel is my golden client. Angel is truly one of one. He updates his meals no matter what it is. If it's a bag of chips or a Debbie cake, he puts it in the calorie tracking app that me and him use so that I could see. He goes to the gym daily, and if he doesn't, he gives me a reason why, and then we assess whether if that's a valid enough reason or if he can make the time for it. And most of the time, Angel always ends up going. Angel gets it done. I fucking admire Angel for that. Truly a one of one. And Angel always eats his meals. Everything that's set out for him, he gets done. Absolutely love his work ethic. Amazing, top-notch client. This is my client Angel. This is his 1 month before and his 1 month after starting the program. Visible fat all over his back, his arms, and now no back fat. His back muscle, his upper back muscle is starting to develop. Shoulder cap developing, tricep developing, forearms developing, everything overall developing, and he's only 1 month in. Angel came to me, I can't remember the date exactly, but I know that the first picture to this picture here, there was a 3-week and 3-day difference. Not even a full month. But let's get into Angel's story. Angel is a full-time apprentice electrician working 50+ hours a week. 2 out of the 7 days a week, Angel attends trade school. So on top of going to work, another 2 days out of the week, Angel goes to school for 3 hours, I believe. Angel has always been pretty active, with work keeping him on his feet several hours a day, soccer matches to elevate his heart rate, and light at-home workouts. After coming to me, A couple months of trying on his own, Angel reached out and we were able to implement Fuerza and Estructura systems into his daily routine. With the system now in place, Angel was finally able to start building that lean, toned, and energized physique, built to help use fitness as a stepping stone to all life throws at him. My main message here is that we use fitness as a way to elevate our entire life, not just a certain aspect like for your body, but for every single aspect like your relationship, your career, your business, your work, everything overall in your life. Now let's get into my story. About a year ago, I used to wake up tired, sluggish, unmotivated, and scrolling on my phone. I didn't look the worst in the world, but I wasn't proud of what I saw in the mirror. My skin was breaking out, my habits were shit, and I had no real structure. The reason I like to say that I didn't look the worst in the world is because I've been lifting since I was 14, and I've built a noticeable amount of muscle mass on me. Here I'm a little fluffy, but you can still see the chest has muscle, the arms have muscle. I have a pretty big, puffy, budgy belly, right? My skin, absolutely horrible. And then my structure. I used to wake up with my bed, leaving it how I got out of it. Clothes all over the floor, gym bag thrown around. My little chair that I use as an office chair, I believe it's what they're called. Wherever it ends up, I leave it. And that, to me, just shows poor structure. Really poor structure. To give you guys more background info about me, right after high school, I started my own detailing business where I would wake up 15 to 30 minutes before my appointments. With only 15 minutes to get ready before my appointment, I barely had any time to get ready for work. I'd rely on gas station food for breakfast, fast food chains for lunch, energy drinks to push me through the day. I knew that eating this kind of crap was bad for me, but with no structure set in place, this was really easy to do. Knowing that there was no good or bad in the back of my mind made it really simple for me to go for the easy, quick fix. Even though I had money coming in from all the work I was doing, I had my own detailing business, I worked with my buddy, and then eventually I got a job in this warehouse that had me full time. I'd still feel terrible at the end of every workday, because at the end of the day, money is not everything. I truly value health over wealth. I'd come home, crash on the couch, and when the thought of working out crossed my mind, because I'd be at home at like 4 or 5 p.m. and knowing that at 6, 7, 8 p.m. I had to go to the gym to work out. When it crossed my mind, a lot of the times I told myself that I was already strong enough. I already put in my 10 hours at work. I already put in my workout. That was enough. That my 10 hours of work was equal to 2 to 3 hours of a workout. But deep down, I knew something had to change. So I began to adapt this mindset of using fitness as more than just working out. Fitness became the tool that I used to elevate in every aspect of my life. That mental shift that I'm talking about, using fitness as a way to elevate my lifestyle. Before, I used to look at it as a way of like just achieving the body that I wanted to achieve. A superhero or an anime character's body. But now I look at it completely different. I look at it as a way to not only perform better at work, but perform better for my relationships with my sisters, with my mom, with my dad, with my brother, with my girlfriend, with all of my friends, with my coworkers, anyone and everything. I also looked at it as a tool to just elevate my lifestyle, knowing that I had better habits, better eating habits. I felt prouder, I felt more confident, I felt more energized. My life overall felt better. Once I fully adapted this mindset, I paired it alongside Fuerza and Estructura systems, and my overall health skyrocketed. Here's some images of me at work eating lunch with a new mindset alongside my new system. Chicken, potato, apple. Should have some carrots in there and some avocado, but I'm guessing that day I just ran out. Orange, water bottle. Here's me at work with my friend Dylan. Shout out to Dylan and us at the electrical factory warehouse. It was an electrician apprentice role, but I felt it was majority factory work, so I like to call it a factory. I worked in a factory. Me and my friend Dylan, me eating lunch, and then me at work with my tool bag and lunch in the tool bag. With the new developed mindset and the new systems, I began to live with the potential I knew I had within me. I stayed consistent, I gave it my all, and within a couple of months, I saw my efforts start to compound. Massive arm, big chest, nice calf definition, smaller the waist, big quads, everything's coming in. I rebuilt everything, my fitness, my mindset, and my lifestyle structure. I stopped chasing motivation and focused on systems that move the needle the most. I honed in on my training and quit hopping from program to program, because back then, my age is 14 to 17, I used to hop on this program for 3 weeks or a month, and then I'd get bored, I'd hop into a new one. Same thing, cycle, rinse and repeat, and nothing ended up working. Until eventually, I stuck to my 45-minute to an hour workouts, super intense, super focused, in and out. I learned how to eat for energy and not for pleasure, and built habits that are sustainable that make me progressively better. I used to binge eat a lot growing up, especially when I was like 13. Every single night after school or on the weekends, I would eat like 4 or 5 Debbie cakes, a bag of chips, 2 bags of chips. And I would always hide it because deep down I knew that it's not healthy. I knew it's not healthy to binge eat. And I would always just eat food that came my way. Like if my mom brought home McDonald's, I would eat McDonald's. If my mom brought home Canes, I would eat Canes. If she brought home tortas, I would eat tortas. If she brought home tacos, I would eat tacos, right? And there's no system there. If every day looks completely different, where's the system? There's no structure. My life now, after I developed my mindset, implemented estructura and fuerza. Once I instilled the mindset of using fitness as a tool, I would at work, every aspect of my life saw major improvements. I no longer trained to look good, but to become a better man for my family, for work, for my relationships, my career, and my businesses. Because I have 2 businesses now. My car detailing business and this business here. Estructura. Structure creates control in the chaos, causing all of which used to confuse you to vanish. So before, like I said, I would eat this and eat that, and this would go on, and then I would have to do this, and then everything's all scattered, right? With structure, there's peace. Everything's laid out. I know exactly what I have to do, when I have to do it, why I'm doing it. I regained the time to nurture relationships with the people I hold dear. Clarity and peace of mind overwhelmed me, and I regained confidence, no longer reacting to life, but leading it. I was no longer reacting to it, taking what comes in front of me, but rather what came in front of me, I made the decision. I led my decision, right? Fuerza. Approaching fitness with this newfound perspective made showing up a whole lot easier. I no longer woke up tired, sluggish, or unmotivated, but rather energized and with intent. I know exactly what needs to be done and why I'm doing it. That goes into how I was talking about before. I would come home from work and I'd tell myself, damn, do I really want to commit 2 hours to the gym? No, I don't. So majority of the times, I would wake up the next day tired. This newfound system of fuerza, a 45-minute workout, super intense, super focused, it made it a lot easier for me to show up, meaning I would wake up more energized and more with intent. That process changed everything for me, not just my body, but my confidence, my routine, and my discipline. With all that being said, I've done it for myself, and I'm currently doing it for my client Angel. I have a proposition for you. For every Latino brother out there who's tired of just getting by, if you're done living on autopilot, going to work, coming home exhausted, and feeling like life's slipping through your fingers, this is for you. I'm not here to sell you a workout plan. It's not just a training and a workout. It's not just a training and a meal plan. I offer things like recovery, mindset, structure. I give you guys structure in your life. We go over on our onboarding call exactly what you do on your work to life basis and how we can find structure to fit in fitness, to find time for loved ones, for all the things that you want to do. I'm here to help you build fuerza, the physical strength that fuels confidence, focus, and discipline, because at the end of the day, who doesn't want to feel confident? Who doesn't want to be disciplined? Who doesn't want to be focused in whatever the hell that it is they're doing? And estructura, the structure that brings order to your days and purpose to your grind. Do you want to continue living like you don't know what the hell's going on the next minute, the next hour? Or do you want to know exactly what's going on? Be the man leading the room. Be the man Be the example. Be the example man. Because when you get your body right, your mindset follows. You show up better at work, you lead your family better, you stop reacting, and you start directing your life. That's the proposition. Not just to get in shape, but to use fitness as the foundation for everything else you want to elevate. Again, my main message here is to use fitness as a way to elevate every single aspect of your life. Continuing, I do have criteria. Not just every single man that comes to me is going to be admitted into my program. I have qualities that I'm looking for. These qualities more directly fit me, my old version of myself. So let's get started. This is for men who have a working man's mentality. He's not afraid of hard work. In fact, he's been doing it all his life. He's used to long days, heavy labor, and getting things done even when he's tired. Fitness is hard, but it's very simple. Don't let that stray you away. A man with an open mind, willing to listen, learn, and apply information. I taught myself all of what I know now through feeding myself media, valuable educational media, through YouTube, through short form platforms. So that's a quality I look for in my guys too. Values family and legacy. I truly value my family, my relationships, all the time that I get to spend with the people that I love. So if you value them too, you're admitted into my program. He's not just doing this for himself, rather he's doing it to show his kids, wife, and community what's possible. I don't want you to settle because I never chose to settle myself. Every day at work, I would look around and see every single man there just content with what they're already living. I want a man who's always striving for more. That's the kind of man that I'm looking for to join my program. A desire to break out of survival mode. He's tired of living workday after workday. He wants to build a better life, more energy, more confidence, and more control. Again, that ties into always wanting and striving for more. A man who's ready to take responsibility. He's done making excuses. He's ready to own his own results and do the work. That was me when I started to realize that I was sick and tired of waking up sick and tired. So if you're ready to make that change, you're admitted, my guy. Wants to build fuerza y estructura beyond the gym. He's ready to build fuerza y estructura not just in his body, but in his daily habits, mindset, and future. This program isn't just tailored for those gym heads, those meatheads out there. I want fitness to be a way to elevate every aspect of your life. So this program goes beyond fitness. Now let's talk about the qualities that this program is not for the men out there who are just lacking. This is not for the man who's comfortable staying tired, acknowledges what needs to be done in order to rise above fatigue, but too lazy to step up. If you're a man that knows exactly what you need to do, but you choose to settle to sit in your sulk and lazy ass, I don't want you in his mentorship. The man who's 50-50, he has to be fully committed to his transformation, cannot neglect certain aspects of his transformation. They also can show up for the man who would go all out one week, completely pedal to the metal one week, and then next week I don't hear from you at all. That's not a quality I want in a man or in my program. The man who doesn't take pride in himself anymore, who's for years stopped caring about how he looks, how he feels, and even how he leads his family. If any one of these 3 different traits relates to you, what are we doing here? Because the whole point of you even watching this video is because you care about yourself. You have pride in yourself, that you want to show up and do better for those around you. Not just yourself, but for those around you. Lastly, this program isn't for the man who makes excuses. Blames his job, the long hours, the kids, the weather, his wife, anything but his damn self. He'll find time to watch TV, but ask him to do or train 45 minutes and all of a sudden he's too busy. If that's you, what are you doing? Why you most likely wake up tired and unmotivated. These are my 3 reasons as to why I would wake up tired, sluggish, and scrolling on my phone. Number 1 is mindset. Number 2 is estructura. Number 3 is fuerza. You most likely have no clear purpose, no mental spark, and life feels like an endless loop. You have yet to unlock the mindset that shifts fitness into elevating every aspect of your life. Estructura. You wake up, go to work, come home, eat, and repeat. No after work schedule, no structure around training, sleep, or nutrition. You live reactively, not intentionally. That's why work feels like an endless loop. That's why your life feels like an endless loop. You have no structure. You don't even know what you're doing. You're letting life have its way with you. You're letting life have its way with you. Number 3, fuerza. Physically drained from work and believe that work alone makes you strong. You wake up tired because you have that mentality. If you think work is all you need to feel energized and ready for the day, you're completely wrong. Work drains your body. It destroys your body. You're wearing your body out. Every time you go to work, you're not building, you're wearing it out. You're destroying it. Truth is, work drains your strength while training builds power and energy. Whenever you have calculated workouts, those workouts are designed to build your body. They're designed to help you grow, become stronger, become more energized, become that role model man. These next 6 slides are pretty much what I offer in my coaching program. The 6 fundamentals to using fitness as a tool to elevate every aspect of your life. Number 1, estructura. Most men fail on their fitness because they live reactively. For example, they wake up late for work and end up having to rush eat whatever is there or comes easy, causes them to crash at night. Prime example of what I used to do. Estructura changes that, designing your days around your goals, personal needs, wants, not your job. You learn how to create a routine that fits your schedule, whether you're on early shifts, long shifts, overtime, or on weekends. We create a schedule for you that fits your schedule, your lifestyle. Plan your training, meals, and recovery like clockwork. We make it super easy for you. You don't even have to second guess or doubt or worry about what the hell it is you're going to do. We have that covered for you. Stop relying on motivation and start relying on the system that keeps consistent even in life's toughest days. Because we need to stop relying on motivation. Motivation always comes and goes. And whenever it goes, if you let yourself go, there's no structure. It's like a cycle. The outcome, you'll learn to control your own life and stop living reactively but with purpose. Number 2, fuerza. You already work hard, but the kind of work we do doesn't build strength, it drains it. Fuerza is about building functional, lasting strength that carries into your career, health, and your confidence. You'll focus on smart, structured resistance training that builds the lean muscle tissue, not bulk. These workouts only take 45 minutes to an hour. It all depends on how much time you want to put and invest into your fitness. Compound movements that strengthen your joints, posture, and power. That's what makes them so quick, because whenever you do compound movements, if you guys didn't know, it hits a lot of muscle groups. It's really shortening that time for you. Training sessions that fit your life. Short, effective, and designed to support recovery. Again, short, effective workouts, making it super easy for you to show up, super easy for you to gain that energy, that lean tone physique. The outcome, you achieve that lean tone, energized physique used to elevate every aspect of your life. Number 3, fueling, aka meal planning. Most Latino brothers eat whatever is quick. Gas station foods, fast food combos, or calorie-dense culture foods. This kind of energy, because all food is energy, kills recovery and confidence. Eating food with purpose is simple. No crazy diets, no counting every calorie. Here you'll learn how to fuel your body before, during, and after long shifts, to eat the right amount of proteins, fats, and carbs for sustained energy. Simple, realistic meal prep built for your schedule. The outcome, steady energy, faster recovery, visible fat loss, all without starving yourself. Another outcome is that you save time in the kitchen. When you meal prep, if you meal prep for days on end, you save several minutes, maybe even a couple hours a week in the kitchen. Number 3, recovery. Here's me and my little sister after work getting a little stretch in. Most Latino brothers think rest is weakness, but recovery is where strength gets to grow. Think of it like a chamber protecting strength, allowing it to grow up. When you work long hours, you don't need rest. You need a strategy to that rest. What that means is you can't just come home and crash on your bed or crash on the couch and say, oh, okay, I'm resting. you need some strategy. You need to implement some stretching. You need to do some hydration. You need more than that. You can't just call it there. Here, you'll learn how to hydrate your body according to every workday. So if you sweat a lot one day, you have to implement more hydration. If you sweat less, we implement less. Daily mobility and stretches to ease pain and tightness. I know a lot of us don't have the time to stretch or dedicate 10 minutes a day to stretching, but if you guys ever feel tight or in pain, I do have a protocol that can open it up. And if you're ever feeling that tight or pain, go ahead and stretch. How to balance training intensity with work demands and avoid burnout. The outcome, your body finally recharges, you wake up ready and not wrecked. Number 5, mindset. You've spent years thinking your job defines you, that exhaustion and pain are part of being a man. Mindset reprogramming flips that. It's about understanding that discipline and self-care isn't selfish, but a way to better leadership. Here you'll focus on developing mental toughness to make getting through each day easier, replacing I have to with I get to. Believe me, the thing that you think is the littlest difference makes the largest difference. Developing a purpose outside of work. Outcome. You stop working to survive and start training to lead in like your life, family, and community. Lastly, you'll get guidance. Guidance from me. In this picture is me and my twin brother Jimmy, who we recently got on board onto the program about a week and a half ago. Most Latino brothers already have the work ethic, the discipline to show up every day, and to get through the long work day. But the problem is they've never had someone to guide them into channeling that drive for work into themselves. That's where guidance comes in. You'll get direct coaching and accountability from me, someone who's lived that same blue collar life. I'll teach you how to take care. I'll teach you how to take that same drive you use on the job and redirect it into your fitness, your health, and your mindset. Having a little bit of trouble reading there. If you guys can't tell, I'm wearing glasses for a reason. My eyesight is very poor. I've had poor eyesight since I was about 6 years old, maybe 5. Here you'll learn how to train smarter and not hard, with a training plan designed for workers like us. Build habits that actually fit your lifestyle. Stay consistent through the system set in place and no longer in waves of motion and no longer on the waves of motivation. Because the truth is, you already know how to work. You just need guidance to get that work ethic to build you, not drain you. The outcome, you finally see the discipline from work pay off and your body, your energy, your life, because now your effort has direction. For the working man. So if you're ready to take back control of your health through the use of fitness alongside working your full-time blue-collar job, go ahead and book out a call with me. Not with a team member, you're going to book a call with me. We will go over a couple of things just to make sure that you are a good fit, and we'll go from there. See you guys on the call soon.